Hello, hello. Important message. Very, very important message. People, we have to learn how to stay calm under pressure. We have to learn how to stay calm under the pressure that we get from this world. It's very important on many, many levels. Very important. See, the devil wants us to react. I'm not going to get into the spiritual warfare of this, but the devil wants us to react. He wants us to overreact, to be stressed. He wants us to lose control on issues like stressing at work, getting upset with other people. He wants us to lose control on our kids. Little things that happen day to day. But I'm here to tell you right now, don't let it ruin your day. Let me give you an example. Just the other day, I performed on TV, local TV here in my own state, Iowa. I'm a musician. I'm a hip hop artist. And I was on TV. And we had some technical difficulties as I was performing. It's like the last thing you want to happen. Okay? The last thing you want to happen in those situations. You're on TV and you want everything to run smoothly, but sometimes, just like in life, things aren't going to run smooth. So how are you going to react to that situation? Just like in life, how are you going to react to that situation? In that situation, I could not overreact, even though at the time in my mind I knew that there was a technical difficulty going on, and I had to stay calm. So what happened is that the sound check was very short, rough, brief, pretty much non-existent, and the music feedback that I'm hearing was very muffled and low. And when I went to do my second verse on my first song, I couldn't really hear, and I got out of sync with the track. And the whole time I was out of sync with the track, I knew I was out of sync with the track. Okay? So anyways, what made me think of this topic today is because last night I got a text from my engineer, Anthony. That's my guy. He creates all my music, makes it sound as good as it sounds. And he's like, man, that was an amazing performance. You guys had fun. He's like, other than that part, it was out of sync. And I knew he'd pick up on that because he's an engineer. He has an ear. That's what he listens for. So it hurt his ear just as much as it hurt my ear when I look back on it and listen to it. But to the naked ear, most people probably didn't even pick up on it. They just thought, and if they did, they just thought maybe something was weird sounding and then whatever. And I was thinking in my head, no, yeah, it was out of sync. You're right. But what I was thinking was, congratulations, Brian Clark. Congratulations for staying calm. You know, congratulations for not stopping. Most people in that situation, you know, especially in my genre of music, hip hop, for one, there's not pretty much anybody on TV performing live like that, especially in my genre. You know, it's not an easy thing to do, you know. So kudos to me for staying calm. You know, I would have rather him say, man, good job for staying calm in that situation, you know, because a lot of people would have stopped. A lot of people would have forgot their lyrics, because think about it. At the time, I'm trying to remember my lyrics. I'm trying to catch back up and get back on track on the beat. And in my mind, I know that this is going wrong. And I also know that this is the devil's work. So even though you're looking at me and on the outside, I look calm like a cucumber, on the inside, I'm processing all this and I'm going through these moments inside internally that could easily combust into overreacting. Okay? And giving in to the pressure that I was going through at that time. So just like at that moment that I was going through, we have those moments in life every single day. Okay? And it's important that we stay calm during those moments. You ever heard the analogy of the duck? You know, when you see a duck in the pond, it's just cool, chill, just looking around, you know, just relaxed. But people forget underneath that water, the duck's feet are just going crazy. But we don't see that. We don't see that it's taking that duck a lot of energy and a lot of, you know, movements with their fins or feet or whatever you want to call them to allow them to float that way. But we see that calmness. Okay, that's what we see. So you know what? I eventually got back on track. Finished the song out strong. And I was like, whew, I got through it. And that brings me to my point, ladies and gentlemen. We need to keep ourselves under control under those hostile moments in life. Okay? We need to make sure that we're talking to ourselves in a way that allows us to get through the performance. Okay? I'm a true professional. I'm a true performer. I've been performing on stage for many, many years now. 15 years now. So I know that those situations can happen. Those technical situations can happen. But as a professional performer on stage, I know that I have to keep going. I know that I cannot stop singing. I know that I have to work. I have to continue to entertain. I know this. And guess what? You've been on this earth for whatever amount of time, and you should know that as a professional performer of life, you cannot overreact in situations that you get in. You hear me? You cannot do that. I know there's some things that are going to be pulling your nerve string. I get it. Stress at work. Trying to figure things out. Other people irritating you. I have kids. I know what it's like to overreact and to jump to conclusions and yell and scream. Little things that happen day to day. I know what it's like to be in traffic and you're trying to get to work. And then you hit every red light. I know what it's like to be in a line at the grocery store. And you're stressing out because you got to go home and cook dinner and get the kids to their practice. Okay? But guys, we can't let these types of things ruin our day because it affects us, and then we have to go interact with other people and it affects other people. I know what it's like to be at work in a stressful situation and you're busy and you got people everywhere. But we have to stay calm. And all the while, spiritual warfare, the devil is looking at us and he's just grinning. He's happy because we're falling into his trap. We have to be able to find peace within the struggle. Peace within that hostile moment. That's how you get through it. And I know what you're thinking, easier said than done, especially with the kids. Easier said than done. I practice this on a daily. My wife and I, we're at this current moment, we're trying to do better with our 12-year-old, soon to be 13-year-old daughter. She's been overreacting for years now, since she was 2. She'll lose something in the house. She's very forgetful. She'll lose something and she will just freak out because she'll look at us and her sister and whoever else is in the house like, well, where's my phone? Well, where's my blankie? Well, where's this? Where's that? Where's my charger? Where's my AirPods? And we're looking at her like, why are you looking at us like we took it? Like, it's yours. Like, what'd you do with it? And we're trying to teach her to not overreact in those moments, because she does it every single time. And then guess what, people? Every single time, guess what happens? She finds it. And then she laughs. No. We went through this whole storm. You just brought a whole storm in the house for the last 10, 15 minutes, freaking out. Now you got us freaking out because you're freaking out. And now the whole house is in turmoil because you started freaking out. And every time, the end result is you're going to be okay. Every single time. So we're trying to work with her on that. Somebody told me I had heard, if you're not going to be mad about it in 5 years, then you should be mad about it in 5 minutes. You shouldn't waste 5 minutes on that energy if you're not going to be mad about it in 5 years. That's so powerful. It's so powerful. The other night, I'm with my mom, Tammy, my family. We're out to eat, and it's busy. And we haven't been able to be seated. And guess what? My patience is wearing on me. My patience is wearing. I know the patience were wearing on everybody else. Maybe not. But I know it was wearing on me. And at that time, I felt the pressure. Now, if I would have given in to that pressure, I would have been irritable. Maybe I would have started being rude to the hostess or the bartenders or the waitresses. That's exactly what would have happened. And then you know what else would have happened? I wouldn't enjoy the moments that I was with my family. And I told myself, just because you're not seated and eating right now, you're still with your family. Okay? Then I finally got seated, and then I had to go to the salad bar, and they were out of ranch. I mean, that's the number one thing that everybody gets, ranch. Why are you out of ranch? Right? So again, the pressure mounting inside internally. So I calmly go to the hostess, hey, they're out of ranch. Oh, okay. I go back to the salad bar, I sit there, and I know I looked funny because I was literally sitting there just staring into space. And what I was doing was I was just keeping myself calm, talking myself through the situation. It might seem simple, it might seem stupid to you over some ranch, but let's be honest with yourselves. You get mad over that too. You get upset over these little things day to day too. You're probably driving, listening to this right now, and you've been irritated about something right before you turn this on. And it's ruined your last hour. It's ruined your last 30 minutes. It's ruined your last 5 minutes. And maybe it just ruined your whole 12 hours of 24 hours in the day. Or maybe even a week. Maybe you've carried it with you for an entire week. Just think about how much energy and how much time you've wasted, all because you reacted to the pressure. Because you couldn't stay calm. Going back to the stage. We're on stage right now. As human beings on this earth, we're on stage every day. And we are being asked to perform. So I want you to ask yourself, how are you grading your performance right now? These professional athletes, these people on stage, they are under pressure. But they have to perform. And at the end of the day, We're going to get paid by the Most High when we're judged. And we're going to get that greater performance. And we can't let the devil take away from our grade, our overall grade, when it's all said and done. And it's something as little as staying calm under pressure, guys. I was so happy once I was done with that performance, and so proud of myself that I was able to get through it during that hostile time, being on live TV, knowing that people are watching me, knowing that something happened that was out of my control. But if I would have stopped, or if I would have messed up my lyrics, only thing that would have been known is that I messed up. So think about it that way. When you're yelling at your kids, when you're screaming at the hostess, when you're getting impatient in that grocery line, when you act out in public, first off, remember there's videos everywhere. But when you leave, just remember what people are thinking. And just remember what you are thinking about yourself after you're done, because you're never happy with the performance that you just gave. But if you can stay calm, if you can talk yourself through the hostile moment, you'll feel so much better in 5 hours. You won't let that 5 minutes ruin your day. Now when you go to work or when you go home, you're not spreading that negative energy. It's contagious too, in a bad way. Not everybody's affected with it. Not everybody's in a bad mood. Stay calm. $5 a.m. Hey, I need everybody to go out and subscribe to my YouTube page, Brian Clark Music, where you can get all the Brian Clark music and all the 5 a.m. motivations. I would like for you to share. And I just want to appreciate and I want to thank. I appreciate and I want to thank everybody who's been listening up to this point. I will continue to motivate and inspire those who want to be inspired. Have a blessed day.